called or I meant Warframe called Ivara. So, this Warframe is probably the most confusing Warframe to find all the pieces for. You may have a couple pieces for her already and you don't know how you got them and you're trying to figure out how to get the rest of the pieces for her. So, today I will be showing you what missions you can get her from. So, first things first, you will notice, maybe, if you have played this game for a while, if you go down to your foundry, if you haven't already built them, you will probably have some pieces for Ivara. For me, I have the systems, the helmet, and the blueprint. You may have gotten these from a spy mission. The only way to get them is to either buy them for platinum on the market, or you can just go find the pieces. The pieces you find in spy missions. You have to do a random spy mission. For me, the lower pieces such as the chassis and the systems will drop in a level 15 through 17 spy mission. And the rest of them, like the blueprint and the helmet, yeah, so the other two, they'll go and spawn on something that's 33 through 35, like Lex on Series. So the two missions where I got all of mine, the first one was on Saturn. Aegeon is where I got my systems and where I'm going to work on my chassis. And Lex is where I got the blueprint and the helmet. So those are the two that I would suggest you do. If you're not good at spy missions, you can always use one of these. Spy missions are sometimes hard. For me, they're only hard if they're Corpus, like the big Corpus ones. Those ones are pretty confusing. But if you do need help with those, you can always go and grab, trying to find one. Oh, they have Exilus adapters in there. Anyways, if you're trying to find one, they should be in gear, my bad. So you can get Cypher Blueprint. So you can build one, and they're single-use device used for auto-hacking the lockdown control panels. So you can just buy this, or if you have lots of credits to burn, you can buy this one. This one builds 10 at a time for the same amount of time. It takes a minute to build 10. So I have like 110 or something like that ready to go. So I'm going to go and start a mission and show you the easiest way to do this. So if you do play this game quite often, then I would imagine you would have a Loki or a Loki Prime. If you do, those are the best Warframes to run this mission on because they can turn invisible for a long time if you upgrade them, and you can just go through the whole thing without getting caught as long as you don't miss the sensor bars. So I will go in and I will show you a fast way to run through this, and we'll see if I get a piece or not. I only need one more piece, so the odds of me getting it probably aren't very high, if I had to guess. But they do say when you get more pieces, the other pieces start to drop more often, but I don't know if that's 100% accurate. No, it's this way. So, it just depends, really. If you really want this Warframe, then is it really worth running through these missions? Well, I can tell you right now that I have probably run through at least 40 spy missions, and I have gotten 3 pieces. So it does take a very long time to get the pieces, but in the end, it's probably, or at least in my opinion, it's worth it to do that because you can get one of the most powerful Warframes. Well, it's probably not the most powerful, but it's definitely one of the coolest in my opinion. She has all these little fancy things you can do. If any of you play any of the Batman games, like Batman Arkham Knight or Arkham Origins, I don't, but I have tried them before. And if you like how in those games, how Batman can control his Batarang, like, how when you throw it, you can actually control it while it's in the air. Well, Ivara can do that with bows from bow and arrows, or from bolts from the bolto or boltor. So Ivara can pretty much do the same thing Batman can do. She can turn invisible. She can steal loot from enemies, which is a kind of a cool ability. Her ability is kind of like it's called Artemis Bow. I don't exactly remember what it does, but yeah, she's pretty powerful. So that was the first data thing. I did not use ciphers on that one because this is a lower level one, but I can use ciphers. If you guys don't know how, I can show you. So just let me run to the second one. So the only way to get Ivara as the drop, you need to complete all 3 of this data things and complete all 3 of them. If you don't complete all 3 of them and you fail on one of them, then you can't get the drop, because it's supposed to be a tier C drop, or not a tier, but it's supposed to be a reward C, and reward C will only come if you do all 3 of them. So yeah, I mean, to use a cipher, it's really easy. Since I had mine, I just went and activated it. What you have to do is when you just start the hack like you would, and then if you have one, you just press. For me, it's PS4, so it's triangle to use the cipher. I don't know what it is for Xbox One, but it's probably just Y. Or no, I mean, I don't know what it is for computer, but it's probably just Y for Xbox One. So basically the same button. So yeah, like you'll see them on the bottom. It'll show you how many I have. Like it says I have 105. Now I have 104 because I just used that one. So it's good for speeding it up. Like if you have lots of credits to burn, you can buy that ×10 builder one. You can just build a bunch of them. The one problem with spy missions is these things, those lasers that are showing up. You never want to go in a laser, because if you do, it will take your shields down and take your health down a little bit, and it will drain all of your energy. So if you are running a Loki, you won't be able to turn invisible because you're all out of energy. So that can be a problem. But I'm pretty sure all of you guys have done spy missions before, and you probably know that. So yeah. But if you do run for Ivara, it is going to take a long time, like I have already said. So if you are going to, then I suggest you wait until you have enough credits to keep buying ciphers, or you have something to speed it up, or you have a Loki. Because if you don't, it's probably going to take much longer than it did. Because if you fail the mission, you won't get the reward. If you just miss one of them, you can't get it. Just pretend that like you're doing the Arcane Codicy mission again, one of the first quest lines where you have to do those spy missions and you can't miss any. So yeah, but let's see if I got a piece. I did not get a piece, but if you do get all of them, you will usually get mods or towers, which can be helpful. You know, you can get some void keys. That's always helpful. So even if you don't get it, it is still helpful. Yeah, I mean, that's just how you did it. What I just did is what you have to keep doing. Make sure you're on the right level for what you're trying to farm for. But yeah, I mean, then again, it's really not that hard. So if you are looking for a Loki, the mission to get Loki, I think if I think I was right, it should be on maybe Phobos. Let me check really quick. Nope. Okay, my bad. Let me look for him. So there is a boss fight that you can do, and that will drop pieces for the Loki. It's not on Pluto. It's not on Ceres. That's like Krill. It might be on Sedna. I don't see a boss fight on Sedna. Huh. Well, anyways, I think it might be on Eris. Yeah, I think it's on Eris. So on Eris, there is a boss fight, the Hyena Pack. And you can go there and you can get all the pieces by killing them, just like how you would any other Warframe from killing bosses. Loki Prime at the moment is vaulted. He is sold for probably around 100 platinum. So if you have 100 platinum, I suggest getting Loki Prime instead of Loki, but if you don't, that's fine. Just remember, you're probably going to need 20 platinum for another Warframe slot. If you already have 2, then, you know, for me, I've probably spent 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. I spent 100 platinum on Warframe slots. So, I mean, in all, because it's just 20 for one. So make sure you have platinum to get him if you do get him. So, yeah, I mean, I guess if you were to like put all these steps together, getting Ivara may take a long time, especially if you don't already have Loki. But I can guarantee you that Ivara will be an awesome Warframe if you do build her. I have seen her abilities. I've used her a little bit on my brother's account. She's very powerful. I mean, I was very satisfied. So yeah, I mean, if you really, really like, you know, like a archer slash like a magic kind of person, I guess, she'd be your kind of person. She's pretty cool. So I hope you thought this video was useful. If so, if you guys really want me to, I can make a review on her when I get all the pieces. I'm only one piece away, and I keep farming for it, so I'll get it soon. It is worth noting, one quick thing, that Ivara takes lots of rare resources to build. So, just to build her after you've built the helmet, the systems, and the chassis, that's only one Uro can sell, so that's not that bad. But to build the helmet, it takes 5 Neurodes, 800 plastids, 2 argon crystals, and 2,600 polymer bundle. So now I don't know how high you guys are on polymer bundle, but polymer bundle is super rare for me, and I don't know why. But I just have a really hard time finding polymer bundle. But if you guys get it easily, it shouldn't be a problem. The other next thing that stinks is the systems doesn't take anything rare except for 1 argon crystal, but the worst thing is it takes 5 nitane. 5 nitane extract. That is extremely hard to get. I have not used any nitane since I've gotten the game, and I only have 5. The only way to get nitane is to do the nitane alerts that will show up on your events or alerts right here if you have one. Typically they're high missions like Eris, or on the planets like Eris and Ceres and Sedna and Pluto, and all the higher level missions and planets. So sometimes I don't even have them unlocked. A way you can use or a way you can still do it even if it's locked is if you go to the recruiting page, you can say lift Nishian event, and then if you send that, then you might get somebody to invite you to it. Or you can just look and see if they're saying hosting Nishian event or alert. Then you can do that. So that's how you can get the nitane. I'm sorry if this video is longer than you guys expected. I'm surprised if you're still watching by now. But anyways, all of that will help you get Ivara. So in all, if you were to add all the steps, getting a Loki, getting the nitane, getting the argon crystals, getting the polymer bundle, getting the pieces for Ivara, it's going to take a long time. Like I said, I got the Ivara systems when I was early on in the game, but I didn't really farm for her until about 3 weeks. 3 weeks in the area that I'm in, so I've probably been looking for 3 weeks now. Like I said, I've done at least 40 or more spy missions, and I've gotten 75% of the pieces. So if you keep doing spy missions and you're consistent, like I say, do around 5 a day maybe, then your odds of getting her will go up dramatically, unless you just do 1 a day, or you don't farm for her at all. You just hope that, maybe you'll get it as you're doing missions on planets and such. But I can guarantee you that if you do that, it will take way, way longer. If you want the Warframe, you gotta work for it. It's gonna take a while. But yeah, I mean, I'm done talking now. I've told you everything that I had to say. So, if I can end this, where are you? There you are. Okay. Noble Freak out. Leave a comment in the section below if you need me to do something. I am always following comments because I don't get them very often. So if you do send a comment about a request, I will make a video on it. So that's it. No freak out.